I liked our team even though we did not execute like we need to execute. I thought the effort was there. I think being able to out-rebound an upperclassman team in Bradley is something that we can look at as a positive, and we can go back to the practice court and try to improve on some of our deficiencies from this game. I think the first half turnovers, we ended up with 18. I think we had 13 or so at the break, or 4. I mean, it was a big number, and that surprised me because it wasn't something that coming out of Utah had been a problem for us. That we had really kind of controlled the pressure pretty well from a Wright State team that was physical, from an Idaho State team that in our third game in 4 days. So I was a little surprised in the turnovers. And then the interior defense is something that, not to make any excuses, but everybody knows we're a little thin on the interior. When Zach Saylor goes down, we got really thin. I was amazed that we out-rebounded as thin as we were, but they got way too many easy buckets. And when you look at the 54% that they shot, especially in the second half, 67%. Zach Saylor wasn't in there. We kind of ran out of gas with front court players that could even try to match Bradley's physical play and size. Obviously, Zach's been important for us. He's been something that this young team needs, not only with his veteran leadership, but with somebody that can anchor down low and rebound and defend. And he's actually been a decent scorer for us, which I know that everybody's been pleased with. So we hope he's well, and if he's not, it'll give our younger guys even more opportunity to step up there and get better. I think an experienced team against our pressure to not turn it over, but they were so successful in scoring, we had to pull off the pressure in the first half and just try to regroup, because we felt like our half-court defense was pretty good in that first half. We just weren't getting to it enough. So it surprised me. It wasn't our game plan to pull the pressure off, but they were really breaking us down like a veteran team can do. And I think that was a big key to the way they handled the pressure. Not only brought the ball, of course, across the court, but were able to score out of it. Bradley shot 13 more shots than we did. We got 27 shots up, and they got 40. You're usually going to have a lot less points if you're getting that many more shots. And we've usually had more shots than our opponents because we've been rebounding so well. And again, we rebounded solidly. Again, as I look for bright spots, when you give up such a high field goal percentage and you shoot a low percentage yourself, usually those rebounding numbers are really skewed the other way. So for a young group to be able to show that's something we can build upon, and yet the turnovers, the interior defense, the penetration defense are things that I think I look at as a positive, because if we came out of it and said, yeah, we played pretty good and got beat by 17, I'd worry about how good we can be. When I see the deficiencies in all the areas, say, wow, there's a lot of things we can work at. If we played our best basketball and got beat by that much, you'd worry about what the season could be. But I think we can keep improving, and I know this team is going to work hard, and it's been good to coach. I think shooters, that anyone that's ever been a shooter has gone through a slump, and I know it's even more frustrating when it's to start the season. When it's in the middle of the season, you've got better memories of how you were shooting, and for him, I know he feels the weight of this team needs him to shoot the ball well, and we need to shoot the ball well to win. And so when he struggles and Blake Hibbett struggles on open shots, hey, it's frustrating for a coach, it's frustrating for fans, it's more frustrating for those guys. They're the ones that'll be back in the gym tonight. They'll be in there in the early morning. They'll be shooting until their arms sore, because it's that important to them. And I know that it's not, we're not taking bad shots. We're taking open, good three-point shots, I thought, tonight. Maybe forced a couple late when we were down. But I think those percentages will continue to increase, not only because our guys work so hard, but because they are young, and they'll keep working and getting better.